Long live the king. However, there once lived a man who refused to say these words. Instead, he always declared, "There is no king like God." After hearing this repeatedly, the king grew angry and plotted to destroy the man. One day, the king gave the man 2 silver rings, pretending they were a gift but secretly intending to use them against him. The man, now known as No King as God, placed the rings in a dried ram's horn and entrusted them to his wife for safekeeping. A week later, the king sent No King as God to a distant village on an errand. While he was away, the king visited his wife and offered her 1,000 cowries, along with fine clothes, in exchange for what her husband had left with her. Tempted by the wealth, she gave the king the horn with the rings inside. The king instructed his servants to throw the horn into a lake, where a large fish swallowed it. On No King as God's return, he went fishing with his son and some friends. They caught the same large fish, and while cleaning it, his son found the ram's horn inside. To their amazement, the rings were still safely stored. "Truly," he said, "there is no king like God." Just then, a royal messenger arrived, summoning the man to the king's court. Before leaving, he asked his wife where the precious item he had entrusted to her was, but she lied, saying she thought a rat had eaten it. At the royal court, the counselors greeted the king with, "May the king live forever." But no king, as God said, there is no king like God. The king demanded the rings, ready to kill the man if he couldn't produce them. But No King as God reached under his robe, pulled out the horn, and handed it to the king. The king opened it and found the rings. "Indeed, there is no king like God," he exclaimed, and the counselors all agreed. In a gesture of admiration, the king divided his city in 2 and made No King as God the ruler of half of it.